And now, Effective Communication with Phil Zeller, CEO, Dale Carnegie, Southwest Michigan.
Hey, would you like a surefire way to get people to listen to you? To get them involved in the conversation and get them involved now. You want them in the conversation. How many times do you start a conversation and people are saying, why should I listen to this? Well, let's give them a reason why. The reason why we give people a reason why is because people always are going to listen for what's in it for them. I know we want to think the nobler motive, and that's a good thing in certain contexts. But in this context right now, we want to give people a reason why they should listen to us, right? And in effective communication, oftentimes we'll sit through a presentation. It will be boring, and we'll say, why are we here? What are we doing? How am I going to apply this information? We need to give people the why before the what. Let me give you an example. I remember when I was younger and I was working minimum wage jobs like a lot of people get started off in their careers, and I was not happy with the income that I was making. And I saw an ad. That a local car dealership was going to hire salespeople. And I thought I was working in retail, and I thought, wow, I'm selling retail products. There's got to be more money in selling cars than there is selling retail products. So I went down to the dealership, and I was probably about 18 years old. I walked in there, and the guy's like standing around there in the front of the dealership, and I'm like, hey, I'm here about the job. I saw the ad, and he's like, well, over there in the corner is applications. Go ahead, grab one, fill it out, and you can turn it in. And I'm like, I'm sorry, you don't understand. I'm here about the job. And he goes, kid, I told you, applications are over there. Just go over and take one, fill it out, leave it there, and somebody will give you a call. All right? I'm busy here. I'm working. I said, but there's a huge problem here. This is the shift. I said, there's a huge problem here. Are you the sales manager? And he said, oh, what are you talking about, kid? And I said, are you the sales manager? And he said, no. And I said, well, I need to see the sales manager, and I need to see him right now because there's a huge problem, and it's here right now. And he's looking at me like, you got to be kidding me. What is this problem? Tell me what this problem is. I said, you just told me you're not the sales manager. This is the problem for the sales manager. They need to handle this problem because it's a huge problem, and it's right here, right now. And he goes, you're not going to tell me. I said, no, you're not the sales manager. I need to speak to him now. It's important, and he needs to know about this huge problem. He goes, all right, kid, I'll go get him, but it's going to be your funeral. So he goes back, gets this guy, and this guy comes out, and he goes, hey, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? And I said, look out the window. Look out the window. There's a huge problem here. And he goes, what are you talking about? I said, you're the sales manager, right? He said, yeah. I said, well, look out the window. You can't see that problem. He goes, what's the problem? I said, look. Come on. You're the manager. You're the sales manager. Look out that window. You don't see that problem? He goes, God dang it, kid, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see any problem out there. And I said, then you're not looking hard enough. Look harder. You've got to be able to see this. You're the sales manager. And he goes, God dang it, kid, tell me, what is this thing? I can't see it. And I said, the problem, sir, is that you don't have happy customers driving off in cars right now off your lot because you don't have me here selling them for you. And the funniest thing happened, he stops and he looks at me. And he shakes his head and he just starts laughing. And he said, son, you and I need to talk. And I went back to his office. We sat down and talked. And 30 minutes later, he said, the job is yours. We'd love to hire you to sell cars. Now, the cool thing about that story is I put it in terms of his interest. I give him a reason why to listen to me. So if you want to get people to listen to you, then give them a reason why. Of course, you're there for what it is. Everybody knows the what. The what is a given, right? It's kind of like knowledge is the price of entry. It's a given. We know what the what is. Give us a reason why before you go to the what. And sure enough, after that conversation, we had a great talk, and I shared with him that, it was a great opportunity, really looking forward to it. And he was like, well, this is the car business, son. 7 days a week, you got to live for the car business. And at that time, I was working on my education. I was going to school at our community college in Michigan, Orleans Community College. And I said, I got to get my education done and leave for that. He goes, well, son, I'll tell you what, when you're done with that education, you got to come back anytime. There'll be a job waiting for you. So point of the story is make sure that when you're talking to people that you're giving them a reason why up front that they should listen to you, a compelling reason that's going to get them to want to listen to what you have to say. And in every conversation, if we do this, what you're going to find is that people are going to be interested in what you have to say. And if they're interested in what you have to say, you got a shot. You got a shot at that job. You got a shot at that idea. You got a shot at that thing you want to get done this week or you need the company to do this week. You can make it happen. Start with the why before you give them the what, and you'll make it happen. Now go do it.